Right, so it's break-even Tuesday today. 4 break-even trades in the EU session this morning. Just a little looky-loo at the PPR. That was announced about an hour ago. Markets will open up in 3 minutes time. So I'm going to see if I'm going to take any trades. I hope I'm going to be able to. Hopefully the risk profile isn't too great on the signal candles today, and it actually gives me a chance. But yeah, essentially 4 break-even trades this morning. Break-even, 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 and I kind of count this one as break-even because I got straight back into a position after being taken out for break-even, and then I decided I didn't like it anymore, so I closed it. So yeah, essentially 5 points up on the day. Whoopee. So I'm hoping that this session we'll see some sort of trade. But yeah, like I say, so far break-even Tuesday. So about 2 minutes time markets will open. I was going through a little rule of 4 exercise on the PPR announcement off stream. Recorded a little video as just to kind of play back to myself as to how I would have traded the rule of 4 strategy on that news release. And wouldn't you know it, break even on both. So you will have to forgive me slightly. I enjoy watching other traders stream. So just from an interesting different perspective point of view as to how others are trading these instruments, I like to compare thoughts. Not that I'm going to change my way of thinking. It's just interesting to actually find other traders on YouTube who actually place trades live. I don't care whether they are simulated accounts or real funding accounts or prop firm accounts. I just find it interesting to see how others are trading the same instruments. Okay, so there's the open. What are we going to do off of these highs? Are we going to blast straight through, or are we going to respect them, I wonder? So we're waiting for the 4th 5-minute candle. It's going to be where our first signal comes in. Okay, so NASDAQ blasting straight through that double top. There. Maybe it looks a little bit better on the 15 minutes. So yeah, NAS is not taking any prisoners today. It wants to go higher by the looks of things. Down, not so much. See what it does when it gets back down to about 39,390. Oof. Wow. Okay, goodbye NASDAQ. What's it looking like on the daily? Good Lord. Alright, so new highs on the day. See how that's going to translate to what our signal candle tells us. Oof, that's a big position. 12 contracts. Good grief. Okay, and what is she in? She's in... Oh, it's jumping around so much. She's in plus, now negative, now positive. $300, no, negative 500, 800, 350. Oof, up. Positive $1,500. My God, yeah, that's cool, man. That's okay. So we've got about 15 minutes, 14 and a half minutes to go. And we'll have our signal. Nothing has been done yet on either NASDAQ or the DOW. Anybody else trading live? No. So last night when I traded the US session, I got a bit flustered because again, to be completely honest. The US session scares me a bit. I think in particular the NASDAQ scares me, just because of how erratic it moves. It's very volatile. Another attempt on the Dow. I wonder if they're like, are they switching servers or something? Or I don't know, but every day at this time my internet drops. It's very strange. Very, very strange. So I might need to just reload these charts quickly. There we go. Yeah, really weird. Okay, so Dow is on its merry way to new highs on the day. Okay, so about 6 minutes before I can actually look at taking a trade. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Great, Googa Mooga. Okay, so Dow is on the up and up. This is our signal candle. Which is not great news for my trading this evening because already, well, only 45 points, but let's see. See what it looks like when these signals come through. Might use a bit of discretion. But yeah, Dow is screaming along. Nasdaq not as strong, but there is a clear bullish bias at the moment. That's what we'll be looking at on the school run bar. Okay, so about 2 minutes until we get the signals coming through. Oh. Oh. That's still about the same. About 70 points. Good grief. I'll see how this next candle reacts. Okay, so there's our signals have just come through. So the question now is, which way do we want to go? I'm more inclined to just keep with the current direction. Hmm. Pretty decent bullish bar, that. Ah. As I click the button. Oh, come on. Oh, you see, now I'm not too sure. Blessing in disguise, perhaps. Gonna set this up. Let's see if it takes us long. Not looking too great on the Dow side. I tend to like to follow what the Dow is doing. Would it have taken us short there? It would have now. Yeah, so it would have now. Okay, so I'm using a little bit of discretion here. But essentially we would be short on the Dow at the moment. I wonder how that translates onto the NAS. Let me get rid of that. Oh, heavens above. Okay, so yeah, alright. Short would have looked good on the Dow. The Nasdaq is following. I'm going to look at a Nasdaq short. Yeah, isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? 39577. So that's already 84 points there. It would have been. Nice, nice, nice. We'll see if we get taken short here in the Nasdaq. Just watching the Dow quite closely. And for a school run point of view, that bar is just far too large now. Okay, haven't been taken in yet on the Nasdaq. Yeah, so the risk profile there is 170 points. And the Nasdaq doesn't seem to be as determined to break down. Which kind of makes me second guess this short position. Let's set it up both ways. See which way it takes me first. But that was a nice move there on the Dow. Alright, let's see which way it takes us. School run's going to set up pretty much the same as the aggressive school run on the Nasdaq. Looks as though we might be taken long here. Maybe. So the Nasdaq can also play in these ranges. I'm conflicted. That's a big breakdown on the Dow. It looks like we're going to be taken long on the Nasdaq. God. Okay, so we're long on the Nasdaq. On an aggressive school run. But again, I'm just thinking about, looks like it's playing in this range. Because already we touched that high and we've reversed a bit. We've bounced. Yeah, so that's the NASDAQ for you. 17 points already offside. Okay, so here's school run. We've got school run in the Dow as well as the NASDAQ. So school run is just slightly above where our entry is on the aggressive school run. Where is the... Let's trade it. Oh, it's right there. I don't like it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... That is too much risk for me. We're starting to move on the NASDAQ here. Feeling that tension again whenever I trade the US market. Ugh. So we would have been taken long school run as well, and it looks like we would have been taken short on the Dow. Gosh, I should have actually closed that. So I think we're gonna drop here. Gonna trade that school run. I want to get out of this. Dropping quite heavily on the Dow. I think the NASDAQ is gonna follow. Let's see. I do tend to consider them both. Oh, I hate US session. I'm not ready for it. Very weak on the Dow now. Is the NASDAQ gonna follow? Let's see. Let's have a bit of faith in our strategy here. It would have taken us long on both aggressive school run and the school run, so oof. I want to get to break even as quickly as possible here. So I think here comes the diving candle. I want out. I want out, I want out. That's the diving candle. Very weak on the Dow. It's going to translate into the NASDAQ. I think it's just a matter of time. Well, that's how I feel anyway. Wow. Look at that. Yeah, I need to get out of this NASDAQ trade. Yeah, there it goes. I'd like to say it's a prior bar before it moves back up again, but I don't think so. This Dow is very, very weak, and I think the NASDAQ is going to do the exact same. So I think if I'm going to get out, I need to get out soon. There's a little bit of a relief there in the Dow. But if it... let's see. Talking myself in and out of this the whole time. But I'm not liking this, that the Dow is so, has broken down so much. I could be stressing for nothing, but it's just something in my gut telling me get out. And I really want to listen what's happening here. Okay, we've bounced off at this level. But we are... I feel as if we're going to push lower. Maybe I'm just being paranoid because I've got a bit of a mental issue with the US markets. Just because of the risk involved and how jumpy they can be. If I can get this to break even, I'll be the happiest man. Even if it immediately takes me out for break even. You see. Yeah. This is sketchy in my books. I want to see that guy move. I don't want it to mess around here. I think I'm gonna I'm going to cut this one short. Damn it. Damn it, I should have done it. Ah, heavens. Right, well, I will flip the switch short on the NASDAQ. But, yeah. Don't like that candle closing below there. I think I'm going to get out. I think this has happened to me now 2 nights in a row on the NASDAQ, where it's just been back and forward, back and forward. When you start feeling your heart pound, you know that your decisions are all emotional. Ah, you know what, let's just let it play out. Sure, I can't believe that breakdown on the Dow. Yeah, there goes the NAS. Following suit now. It's almost as if it's just ranging now. So that's what we look like on the 15 minutes. Let's see if we can get it to break even. There we go, there's a decent push. Oh my gosh. Break even, please. And we're out. God! Move so quick. I'm far too emotional I'm far too emotional during the US session with this risk on my account. Man, I was not feeling good about that trade. I don't know what it is. I have like this psychological thing with these instruments, with these indices. I mean, I'll take I'll take 50 points of risk, no problem in the DAX. There's just something about the way that the Nasdaq moves that just makes me so nervous. Whew. I mean, we could just blast straight up again, but if I'm honest with you, I don't think I can take it emotionally and psychologically to sit through these jump up, jump back down, jump back up volatile moves of the Nasdaq. And as for the Dow, he's just doesn't allow me because there's just too much risk. It's a 173 point candle on this strategy. And it's still quite a long time before the triple B set up. Right, let me just get back to baseline here after that. Just take my mind back to base. And then I go and I set up a short trade. Get myself straight back into it. Okay, let me see here. Oh, that guy's voice is deep. Oh, good grief. Are we going to be taken short here? Are we? Are we going back down to test lows in the Dow? Hmm. Probably cancel this now. Does this man put any positions on? No. Holy cow. Do we close below? Is my question. Have a look at something here. Does that look as though the Nasdaq wants to go higher? If you were long right now, would you be happy with what was going on? Are the bulls making money? Are the bears making money? I just muted the mic there because I was having something to eat. We seem to be getting close to this sell order that I have here. It's not really what I want to see. I want to see it kind of trigger me in, you know, with momentum. Not creeping around the area. Again, there's that kind of hesitation. I think we're probably going to be taken short. I don't know if I want to take it. Again, it's very erratic. Okay, never mind, I'm in. And I think I got slipped there slightly. Okay, and it doesn't look like we're going to get much follow through. Oi, NASDAQ. You sometimes really kill me. Yeah, this is not looking good now. Looks as if the NASDAQ is just ranging. Yeah, I think we're going to be stopped out here for negative 50 points. Gosh. That's not cool, man. I think the NASDAQ is just ranging. Just ranging. And we kind of got suckered in there. We had a good push down. I for some reason think I got slippage there. I don't know what it is, but 187.63. Yeah, 6.5 was the SRS short. So I definitely got some slippage there. Not really happy about that. TD365. Alright, so that's going to be a dud. By the looks of things, that's pretty much just taken us in and chewed us up and spat us out so far. Haven't hit the stop loss just yet, but I just don't like the way that it's moving. It's this up and down fashion that it does. I'm like seriously considering cutting the NASDAQ from my portfolio because I've had nothing but bad feelings about it. Yeah, so that's gonna stop us out. Good grief. Oh, that hurts, man. Alright, so that's a big knock. That's a real big knock. Yeah, I'm not happy with that at all because I got slippage firstly. Not that it matters because it just went the other way almost instantly, but I feel as if the Nasdaq is in a range here. So yeah, 765 is the entry. And I was triggered at 6.3, so I suppose... No, I don't know what I'm talking about. So what is the time here? 15 minutes. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still a little bit of time before our brunch break. I wonder if I should just wait and see on the brunch break side of things. We're also just doing not much here in the Dow either at the moment. It seems as if we just also going into a bit of a range. So yeah, that was slightly not nice. The thing is, I'm not too sure as to which way I prefer this. Some would say sweeping for liquidity. So what was that? How many points? 47 points. 48 points, call it. Okay. There I am talking about how much I don't like the NASDAQ, but I've still got 2 orders that are set up. Dow has just stalled at the 39,400 mark and pushed itself back up. Still half an hour before the brunch break. Bar. I'd like to before then see a little bit of movement. Now are you going to take me in to a long position and just do the same thing with your ranging self? Quite possibly. Yeah, looks like it. Oh my goodness. I'll cancel these. NASDAQ is just messing around in this range. It's probably going to break one way or the other, but I mean, that's pretty bullish. Let's be honest. So is that. Okay, so the aggressive school run is pretty much the same. Yeah, so it would have taken us long. It's probably going to hit the roof now. Yeah, it's going to go. There it goes. Oh man, talk about frustration. And I just cancelled that order. Just cancelled the order, and it's already 20 points. Alright, so our last hope is the brunch break. Though if I'm honest, I don't know how much it's going to actually help us. It's still a good amount of time before it sets up. Alright, so Nasdaq was destined to break to the upside. Absolute bugger. Okay, well that's trading for you folks. Okay. Alright, so that's knocked us slightly. What have we got? Yeah, so down 20 odd for the day. Just over. How annoying is that? Do 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 do. Type of pullback are we gonna have here? I wonder. Look at 22 minutes before brunch break. How many are going to buy this pullback? Just gonna mute the microphone and have a few more bites of food. Alright, so 15 minutes. This is the setup for the brunch break bar. I don't know if I'm going to get an official signal from it. I'll for it. Hmm. So just because we're waiting for this brunch break bar to set up doesn't mean we'll get a trade off. It's looking very small range candle at the moment. Kind of makes it difficult to get the trade in. This looks like it's going to go higher. Further push, looks like. Yeah. Hmm. 10 more minutes. 9 more minutes. Alright, so in all likelihood it's going to be a losing day. But, no big deal. No big deal. We just come back tomorrow. We come back tomorrow and we do the exact same thing. So yeah, once again NASDAQ threw me for a loop. I think tomorrow's US session I'm just going to observe the NASDAQ. At 5.5 minutes. Yeah, so in all likelihood we may have to just take our loss and walk away. About half a minute. Kind of range are we working with? About 54 points. 10 seconds. I don't know if we're going to get an official signal. I mean, that's pretty indecisive, that candle. Don't really trade the brunch break bar on the NASDAQ. Statistically not really viable or relevant. It's more the DAX and the DOW. It's a very indecisive candle. I don't know if we're going to get an official signal here. It's pointing too long at the moment. Kind of losing momentum here in the NASDAQ. I think we may need to just take our loss and move on. Have a good night's sleep and attack it again tomorrow. Let's just see, we're still within the range of the previous bar. So it's screaming along at the moment. No official signal, so I think we'll have to leave it there, I guess. There's a very big indecision bar this. So I mean this could go either way. Well, the market can go either way at any point really, but not a heap of a lot going on. Okay. Yeah, so in all likelihood, that was a long bit. I guess I sat here for nothing, but it's good to observe. It's good to observe and just take the market in. Ooh, excuse me. So yeah, that's it. Down for the day. So we're down 19, down 40 points, 19, nearly call it $20. Not exactly, I wouldn't call it a good day's trading. I think there were quite a few mistakes that I made this time around. And start acting a little bit more decisively, I think. Yeah, a little bit too all over the place at the moment. So I mean that's what happened yesterday on the brunch break bar. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 strong bullish candles. We had this bearish candle, and this bearish candle was the brunch break. So that was at 7 o'clock, which is the same as this candle here. So that was the brunch break bar, and we just poked up a little bit, and then we just dove down, and then straight back up, and then straight back down. But I found the pattern interesting with the 4 strong bullish bars, because I've seen it happen there, I've seen it happen here. 1, 2, 3, 4 strong bullish bars. So just something I noticed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there was 6 bars there. But yeah. But I think this time we haven't got that. We got this pretty strong trend here now in the NASDAQ. Pretty strong. And that was the pullback that got us short, and then before the continuation, unfortunately. And then in my befuzzled mind, I set the trades up again, looking to go long and short, and I decided to remove those orders for the sake of getting my mind back to baseline. And we had this break directly after. So that is what it is. gonna stick around a little bit longer. I just want to see what happens with the subsequent bar. This looks like it's losing momentum to me. Oh, it's just a very strong, slow, bullish trend. Maybe pushing back up to these highs. Well, these were our signals for today. And that's what we look like. Yeah, I'm really disappointed with my performance today. I feel as if my head wasn't completely in it. Got really unlucky on some of these break-evens before the market went our way, but I mean, it's no excuse really. Okay, I think I've been streaming for far too long now. I'm gonna pack it in. I don't foresee any more trades happening here. So I think the idea now is to go and get fresh for tomorrow. New day, new trading session. And yeah, treat it as just a brand new, forget about the losing trade today. And treat the next day as a fresh start. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it there. Thanks very much.